Mm. Hello. Y'all getting lucky tonight. I'm giving y'all a laugh for just a few minutes. Hair is bothering me though. Y'all remember we used to wear our buns like this? Y'all remember that? They used to be huge. I'm good, y'all. I'm about to just come pop it with y'all for a second. Because I got a few things to say, actually. Knowing me, I'll probably forget. Ugh. I hate, you know how, like, when you're not trying to do a cute bun, it's cute. But when you're trying to do your bun cute, it's not. It's irritating me. I'm gonna just leave it alone. Anyway, let me just say this. I'm a very like matter of fact type of person. So I'm definitely like, I mean what I say. You don't have to read between the lines of what I'm saying. I'm very much a I said what I said type of person. My last video did not have anything to do with my romantic life, and there's been a lot of people implying that it did. Someone even went as far to make a TikTok video. A grown man made a TikTok video about my last video, talking about me being a mother, saying something about me giving my body away, just whatever. And I'm like, where in that video did I say anything about my romantic life, about me struggling in the romance department? That video was not about a man, first of all. I have not cried over a man since 2022. I'm not crying over no man. Exactly, the audacity. Exactly, Angela. The audacity for you to even think that I would sit over here and cry about a man. Like a man is not the easiest thing to get. If I wanted to have a man, I would just get one. And I knew somebody was going to come in here and say, don't address it, be stoic. Y'all, there's a time and place for everything. I'm not in the energy of like, I feel like being stoic today. I don't feel like doing that. So if you're not here for me saying what I got to say, just leave. Okay? Just leave. Like, don't do that. I'm not in the mood for that today. I'm not in the mood. If I feel like I need to speak my piece and say what I need to say, listen or go. It's that simple. Like, I'm not in the mood for that. I hate when y'all do that. I hate when y'all do that. I hate when I'm trying to speak my truth and somebody's like, no, don't do that. Why? Why not? Why can I not just say what I want to say without somebody trying to nitpick and come up with some type of false like idea of what I was going to say? I said what I said. That video, it was for me, but it was also for y'all. So if I say things in a video like, for example, I mentioned something about giving away energy, giving away your body. No one's using me for my body. That's not what's going on. Just because I say that in a video doesn't mean that it's about me. But I just thought people's comprehension skills were well enough. And I know most of y'all's are, but clearly that person's comprehension skills are not there, because why you went into a whole tangent bringing up my children and then saying that I'm giving my body away to men, that is not what's going on. And I want you to be all the way for real right now. I'm not giving up my body to no man. No man is using me for my body. So all of that extra stuff, no. Not necessary. Like, stop with the, like, I'm used to people making think pieces, but sometimes the think pieces get annoying. I'm not linking his video. If you see it, you see it. If you follow me on TikTok, you probably will come across his video. He not even nobody. Like, he's not like this big TikToker. It's just a random person who was like, yeah, I seen this spiritual baddies video and she was talking about this, and no, I'm not judging her, but y'all over here opening y'all legs to these men. It sounds like to me that you aren't getting laid and you have an issue with something that has nothing to do with you, because men like that are never getting laid, and that be y'all's problem. That's your number one goal in life, is to get laid. And when you're not getting laid, you just feel the need to talk about women who you feel like are, because I guess because I got kids, I don't know, but be gone, please, because that is like, stop making think pieces about people you see on social media all the time. Like, stop. I said what I said. You're not even, that wasn't even like you're coming from a place of using discernment. You just felt like you was him in that moment, and you was like, oh, this is a mom. Let me drag her. That's what y'all do. Y'all drag moms for no reason. Like, leave us alone. It be making y'all so mad when y'all see a woman who has kids and who has autonomy over her body. Like, what are you talking about? Why would you even bring up my children? Are you dumb? You couldn't have been using your discernment if you brought my kids up. You got to be dumb. You should have knew better than to do that. Talking about, oh, I watch her and she's beautiful, and I'm not judging her, but you spoke of my kids. Like, stop playing with me. Watching from... Okay, so something else I want to say, because let me get off of that, because I know, like, some of y'all genuinely do care, and y'all are like, Cydney, we don't want to hear you talk about things like that. Or we taking it old school today, baby. Okay, old school. I feel like a lot of people today had a revelation. Like, I feel like God is doing something very intentional in the lives of people who are chosen today specifically. And I don't believe in like the whole jumping portals thing. Like, when people be saying, oh yeah, we jumped a portal, and the Lionsgate portal and 1111 portal and whatever. I'm not saying that portals and energy, sorry, I just got done eating popcorn, so my stomach is probably like making noises. But I'm not saying that those things aren't real, but they're not secluded to specific dates. Something about today is very significant. October in general, because I feel like October is a very like spiritual time for a lot of people. Something about today is significant. So I want to know what you guys are feeling today. First of all, like, how do you feel? And I don't know, just let me know, because I feel like something is very intentional about today. Like, today felt like a full circle moment. It really did. Today was very emotional, and I checked the moon and I thought it was in Cancer, but it was actually in Leo, and I'm a Leo moon. So today would be like a lunar return for my Leo moon people. But whenever the moon is in Cancer, which happened right before Leo, it's like the energy is really heavy. So I don't know if you guys are, any of you guys are Cancer moons, but if you are, I'm praying for you, because, oh my God, Cancer moon people just, I feel like y'all feel things so deeply, and y'all just go through things harder and deeper than other people. And I just hate that. I got a family member who's a Cancer moon. I've only met 2 Cancer moons, and they just like, they were both men too, so that make it worse. And no hate to the men, I just know how y'all are emotionally. Y'all feel things deeper sometimes than women do, and it's like y'all can't handle it. Y'all don't necessarily have the right tools to handle it. You're a Cancer moon. Are you okay? Like, how are you? The ancestors want us to do some self-reflection, take care of ourselves more. Yes. Nothing sad though. I'm a Pisces, so we can feel and also blow. Yeah, Pisces obviously feel things very differently. I mean, deeply. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Oh my goodness. I know they can't stand you. I mean, I love Virgos, but I'm a Virgo rising and I'm a Taurus. But Virgos, people hate Virgos. Cause Virgos like be telling people about themselves. Like, don't underestimate the intuitive nature of a Virgo. Virgos are very intuitive, but they can almost be like Aquarius in a way where they're very cold. I felt like fighting and crying today. Yes, like, ugh, like the day started so good, and it was like this one thing that happened, and it just really like, and it was a small thing. It wasn't even anything serious. It just one thing happened where I was trying to do something, and something kept blocking it, and I just felt more frustrated than normally. Like I let it affect me more, and it just was a domino effect. And I every time I tried to stop it, I couldn't. And I feel like God was just trying to slow me down and telling me to sit with it and like transmute it. Like something about like actually intentionally transmuting today is also significant. I feel like I'm just so done pretending like enough is enough, and I spoke some truth to some people, as you should. Another thing I'm going to say to that, I feel like a lot of people in the collective are, because we've been talking about authenticity a lot, right? I feel like a lot of people in the collective are like, they don't care. They're just going to be authentic. They're going to let it all out, say what they got to say. They're not going to hold back anymore. They're going to like follow their dreams or whatever it is. I feel like in the collective, people are just like, it's time. Because you know what I kept thinking about today? And I feel it so strongly. I feel like a lot of you guys may relate. I kept feeling this energy of just nothing matters. You know that song, Nothing Even Matters? I was feeling like that because it's like we're on a floating rock in outer space. Like none of this actually matters. Like who cares? Like who actually cares? That's how I feel right now. Like I don't care. I just don't care. I'm in a very carefree energy. Like I just do not. I don't care. I don't care. Like even if I address something, like I just addressed Buddy who made the TikTok video. I don't care. It's just me actually taking the time to speak on that as an example of me not caring, if that makes sense. Because I am the type of person where I don't like to address a lot of things, and I don't like to give people my energy. But and I it's kind of toxic sometimes because I don't stand up for myself as much as I should because I'm trying so hard to just make sure that I'm just being stoic and being like remaining in my royal energy. And the reason that I'm like that, and this is just like a little invulnerable moment for y'all because I feel very vulnerable right now. The reason I'm like that is because I'm kind of like one of those people who were always being, people were always coming at me, and I was always defending myself. So as I got older, I'm just like, I'm not going to defend myself, even if I wanted to. I'm not going to because I feel like there's no point and it doesn't make me look good to defend myself. And then I kind of learned over time, obviously, emotional intelligence, where it's not what you say, is how you say it. So if I'm going to address something, I'll read you to filth, but it's going to be in a very classy way. I'm kind of like on the line of I don't care if it's classy or not. Like if I want to read you to filth, it's going to come out however it's going to come out. And I kind of realized when you are practicing the art of stoicism, you have to have a healthy outlet for your energy, especially if you're somebody who feels things very deeply. I feel things very deeply. I'm a very emotional person. So when you're a very emotional person and you want to practice stoicism, you have to have a healthy outlet. You have to make sure that you are exercising, lifting. Exactly. You will go nuts. I was literally going to say this the other day and I never posted it. You will actually go crazy. You have to make sure, like, I don't care if you got to lift weights. I don't care if you got to go to the gym and like box. Hold on, y'all. My nose is running a little bit. I don't care what you have to do. Just make sure that you have a healthy outlet for your emotions and what you're feeling because like Jazz said, you will go crazy. So just make sure it's for people specifically who feel things deeply, deeper than others. You can be stoic, but I gotta go pick up a weight I gotta go for a walk. I gotta sing. I gotta clean. Like, one thing I just really do when I'm feeling angry lately is I clean up. I'll clean up or pick up a weight, honey. Okay? Yes. Oh, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Not y'all still here. Sorry, y'all. I'm still nursing. I may have to get off, but I'll see in just a second. What are y'all talking about? Yeah, I was gone. I had to nurse. I just left the weight room. That's my sanctuary. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Jameer. But yeah, I'm just in this energy of like nothing matters. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just we collectively are reaching a stage. Didn't I talk about this? I swear I talked about this a long time ago. About collectively us reaching a stage where authenticity is the only thing that's going to survive. And I also talked about this with kind of a little bit with the US election and how a lot of people were upset with how the recent election went, the presidential election. And I kind of had a revelation in that moment where I realized that needed to happen because our president is very authentically himself. And there's a reason for everything. And there's a reason that this needs to happen because it's going to cause a lot of goodness in like the chosen one specifically. It's going to expose a lot of darkness and a lot of systems that need to be broken down. No matter how hard they try to stop these things from happening, it's going to expose a lot. It's going to expose a lot. And it needs to happen how it's happening. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand that, which I totally get. And your feelings are valid, but that's just kind of what the revelation I got. Like, yeah, this is happening for a reason because we need authenticity. But anyway, that's kind of how I feel like just who cares? Like, I don't care. I'm just in this energy like I'm gonna do what I want within reason. Like I'm not gonna be stupid. I done came too far and I'm too enlightened to just let temptation win necessarily. Like I'm not just gonna, like, for example, let's say I want to eat a whole box of glazed donuts. I'm obviously not going to do that. Even if it's something I want to do. When I say I'm gonna do what I want, I'm more so just mean things that scare me. Things that scare me or things that are for like my highest good and just like, I don't know, like if I want to have a solo trip to Africa, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to make it where there's a bunch of excuses. Or if I want to like go skydiving, I'm going to do that or whatever. You get what I mean? Like if I want to perform on stage in front of thousands of people, I'm going to do that. And I feel like we have, collectively opened up a timeline where you can do those things. As soon as you decide this is what you're going to do, it's like you are going to make that thing happen. Like if you decided, okay, I don't know why I'm getting something about Cybertrucks. I don't know why that's significant, but it is. Something to do with like technology, inventions. Maybe some of you guys want to invent something or you're thinking about inventing something. It's almost like the sky is no longer the limit. Like whatever you want to do, you can do it. And we are now in an energy that's supporting that. It's not a lot of stagnancy. And if anything is holding you back right now, it's going to be you. You are holding yourself back at this point. If there's something you want, something you want to do, and you don't have it, it's your fault. Because there's so many things supporting you and so many obstacles being moved out of your way where you can do that. And the choice is yours. But you're going to also witness a lot of people who are not letting fear stop them, and they're going to go after what they want and do what they want, and you're going to be really jealous. You're going to be jealous and you're going to be resentful and you're going to wish that you did it. And it's like, okay, you had the opportunity to do that, but you did not do it. That's your choice. Hey, greenies. Hey, Jonathan. Oh, you're going to be the next president of what country? Thank you, Isabella. I saw your comment earlier. I believe it was you. Thank you so much. Hold on. Yeah, Alex, I'm definitely accepting my I don't care moment. Like, I don't care. Catch me at the wrong time, I might say anything. I'm new here from Nigeria. Hope I'm welcome. You're looking beautiful. Thank you, Diamond. Of course, you're welcome. Bonjour. Hey, Queen Imani. Or is it Imani? I've never seen it spelled like that before. It's cute. I definitely feel like I keep on having, I don't know if you guys feel like this as well. Have you been feeling like you keep going through these cycles of where you're being forced to rest a lot more than normally? How do you know when you're stepping into your blessings? I think it just depends on what season that you're in. Sometimes you don't realize you're stepping into your blessings until you're already in it. But I can say from experience, at least, a lot of times you'll know you're stepping into your blessings or you're really, really close. I feel like temptation becomes greater. The temptation to go back to a past version of you becomes really, really great. It gets harder to like fight the enemy, so to speak. You get more spiritual attacks if you believe in that type of thing. The attacks get stronger, but awareness again is your superpower. So if you're aware, like I'm really close to what I want and now I'm getting super attacked, that should tell you that you're close. So that should give you just enough energy to pull yourself together and fight, because that's your only choice. You either gonna fight or you not. And I kind of see this like this imagery of God throwing you in the ring and not helping you. And I'm not saying that God doesn't help you, but I always think of God like a parent. Some things you got to do on your own. He's going to let go of the handlebars and let you pedal that bike. And I feel like when you're in a season where it's time for you to fight, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes God is like, "All right, get out there and let's see what you're going to do. Like, make sure you represented me correctly." I'm kind of seeing like that. So some of you could be experiencing that, like a moment where you're just kind of looking back like, okay, God, what am I supposed to be doing? Angels, where y'all at? Why y'all quiet? And they're like, it's your turn. There's something you're supposed to, there's some wisdom you're supposed to gain from you having your turn and you using your power, using your gifts. Because doesn't that feel good? It's kind of like, for me, an example I can give is whenever I put together furniture and I'm done, I feel super confident. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how hard it was and annoying it was. When I put the furniture together, I feel like, oh my God, I'm so confident. Like I just did it. I didn't even need help. That's like an example to me. Like, you need to gain confidence from this season of you stepping out there and doing it on your own. Changes of season our body goes through. You should notice we don't sleep as much in the summertime, our biological clock. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Do you also feel like in the summertime we can go without as much sleep? How do you tap into your superpowers? Is it prayer? I mean, you can pray to have your gifts revealed to you, but I don't feel like prayer alone. I feel like it's more so just like everyone has a gift. You should know what your gift is. You can ask God to help you strengthen it, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of ways I can answer that. So it just depends. Like, for example, I'm sorry, I gotta keep using me as an example because I don't know how else to explain it. But before I started my YouTube channel, and I've said this before to my OGs, I started looking into astrology. No, scratch that. Before that, I started having premonitions. And if you don't know what premonitions is, it means that you have dreams of things that are going to happen in the future. That's like one of my gifts I'll share with you guys. I have the gift of premonition. And literally I would have a dream about something and it would happen the next day. And I'm like, what? And I was already kind of into spirituality, but more so just on the like enlightenment part of it and meditating and getting to know your higher self. I wasn't super, super deep into it. I was more so just getting into like frequencies and, oh, God, we have a God, but we're also like many gods and things like that. And then I started having premonitions. And then I started remembering things that I forgot as a child. And then I started getting into astrology. And then when I read my birth chart basically told me that there was something important about me using my voice. My voice is something very important. And I was like, okay. And at the time I was meditating a lot. So when you meditate, it helps with clarity and you can hear God better, in my opinion. So because I was meditating so much, once I got into astrology, which was completely out of boredom, but honestly, it was divine alignment. I feel like God told me to start a YouTube channel. And I was like, for what? Like, what am I starting a YouTube channel for? Like, what am I supposed to talk about? Because the YouTube channels I always watch were makeup tutorials and get ready with me's. And I actually think I had a YouTube channel, the same one I have now, my vlog channel. I think I already had that one, but God was like, start another one and just talk. So that's what I did. And it kind of just went from there. So obviously I feel like one of my gifts or superpowers, quote unquote, is my voice. 100% without a doubt. Asking me how you tap into that is, I don't know, because I feel like it's going to happen differently for everybody, but you can definitely pray about it. A birth chart is basically a chart that shows the astrological placements and signs. And basically your birth chart is a screenshot, is what they say, of the sky when you were born. So the exact moment you were born, the sky was doing some stuff. So some of you were born on full moons and eclipses and like solar eclipses, lunar eclipses. That's what your birth chart is going to tell you. Some of you, obviously, your sun sign will tell you what month you were born. I mean, it goes deeper. There's houses, there's degrees, there's all types of stuff. Birth charts are awesome. And I was just talking about, and I won't say too much because if you really want to know, you got to become a member. But I was talking to my members earlier today about a revelation and a realization I had about my birth chart, and how one of my placements basically told me that a wound that I need to heal is self-love. And me basically healing the self-love part of me is going to help other people and show other people how to heal and be more confident and be more authentic, which I never peeped that before. Never peeped it. If you're going to spam the chat over and over again, I'm going to delete you. But yeah, I never peeped that. I'm like, oh my goodness. So this whole time I've been embodying what has already been said in my birth chart, because I have helped people be more confident and be more authentic. And then my tagline on my channel is here to remind you who you are. And I made that up randomly off a whim, like just randomly before I ever read my birth chart. So I was like, that's crazy. Like, you can never tell me two things. You can never tell me. You can never tell me God is not real, and you can never tell me that astrology is not real. I have seen too many times God show up in my life, and I've seen too many times where astrology was right. Like, too many times. Okay, so I know everybody believes in different things, and I don't want to tell anybody to go against their beliefs. If you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. But if you are interested in astrology, go ahead, honey. Do some research. I do birth chart readings. They're not cheap. So I'm not going to just tell you, oh, come on here and yeah, it's going to be great. It is, but it's going to cost you some coin. They're not cheap. And the price now will probably be increased later. But if you want like a detailed insight into your birth chart, you want to know about like career, love, finances, spiritual aspects, all of that, you can book me for a birth chart reading, or you can learn how to read it on your own, which I think you should do anyway because it's a lot of fun. And every person that I have like told about astrology and reading their birth chart, they haven't really wanted to admit that I was right, but they know I'm right. I love astrology. It's about your very own personal digits, born dates, and the calendar is not right too. Yeah, the calendar thing, I get that, but also it doesn't matter if the calendar they're giving us is wrong because your birth chart is correct. So unless you have the wrong birth time and birth location, yours is correct. Thank you. Is it Svetlana? Did I say that right? If I did, I just feel like I'm so cool. Do you remember the flying monkeys thing attacking me? Yeah, I'm the chosen one you speaking on your other video. I don't know what time I was born. Look at your birth certificate or ask your parent if they're still here. Okay, bye, Daniel. Astrology is real, but when I use know what will happen next, heaven turned to declare this. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Yeah, you need your birth time, but if you don't have your birth time, just put 12 p.m. It's not gonna be completely accurate. Like your rising sign could be wrong, but just try it. Hey, Coco. Can I click on people's faces? No, not really. Hey, girl. Girl, how did you find your way? I'm very intuitive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very obedient too. I'm super obedient. I've always been like that. I feel like God has been using me since I was a little girl. I don't know. I'm really good at hearing the voice of God. And even if, I'm not going to lie, there's been times where I thought I was hearing the voice of God and I was wrong. But being wrong was also divinely guided. Like I'm very much the type of person, when I feel called to move, I'm going to move. And because I'm addicted to learning and I want to see what's going to happen. Like I'm kind of like a daredevil a little bit. I want to see what's going to happen. And I have taken the time out my day, not day, but life to listen to God. And when God says do something, I'm like, okay, I'll do it just to see what's going to happen. If I'm wrong, I learned a lesson from that. If I'm right, that just shows me and helps me, like, it helps increase my intuition and my discernment, basically. Yeah, like I don't know. I think it's my Virgo rising placement that's like that. Because on the one hand, I'm a Taurus. Tauruses are very stubborn, very fixed, and we get bored very easily. Like, we like to relax. We don't like change. I don't know. I'm very balanced. I'm like the definition of balance, I swear. I'm both. I'm both, I swear. It's rare to have the M marking crescent moon and mystics cross on your palm. I don't know. I wouldn't even know what to look for. I feel like I have a I feel like I have a M. I feel like I have a cross on my left hand. I'm a Virgo and my daughter is a Taurus. Ooh, lucky you. I feel like Virgo and Taurus get along really well. I mean, obviously other placements go into it, but those are a good combo right there. I think your videos find the right people at the right time. God is definitely working through you in this time. You're much needed. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I'm super balanced. Super. Because one hand, I'm reserved, but on the other hand, I'm just like, let's go jump out of an airplane. It just depends on how I'm feeling, honestly. And then also, like, I'm very obedient. And I guess you could say submissive in a way, but I'm also very, don't tell me what to do. I feel like y'all are like that. Tauruses are always humble. They don't forget anything that crosses their life. No. It's crazy because we can be material girls and guys, but we also are very, like, we practice humility because we're very connected to the earth. We're earth signs, so we're very grounded. So as much as we may be into these little material things sometimes and we like comfort and safety, we're also grounded and we see the bigger picture to things. And it's like, okay, I like this stuff, but it don't really matter to me. I watch your videos all the time and they have gotten me through hard times. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. You have to put your two hands together to see the half moon. I don't know, y'all. Can y'all see my hands? You talking about that? I don't know. I have to Google that. I have no idea. I haven't really looked into palm things. I heard about the X and like the lifeline thing. I know when I was in elementary school, we were super obsessed with the lifeline. And on one hand, which hand is the lifeline? Because on one hand, mine is short and the other one is long. Thank you, Yolanda. Let them know. I have had a bad argument with my twin flame. He called the police and now my family's ready to pull up. Read my energy. No. That's crazy to say that. If y'all want me to look into your energy, there has to be equal energy exchange, which is why I have one-on-one sessions that you have to pay for. I'm not just going to read your energy. And honestly, that's probably not even your twin. My nose is itching. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm on point? Do what you love the most because time isn't promised. I swear. Like, I already have this. So let me ask y'all this also. Do y'all already feel the energy of next year? Like 2026. I know technically it doesn't start until March, but just the calendar year switching to 2026. Do y'all already feel the energy? Like, I was gonna ask y'all this earlier, but I didn't. I feel like a lot of you guys have already gotten your not direction. I'll just say direction or your assignment from God. Like, you've already gotten your yeah, I guess you could say direction. You've already gotten your assignment. No, that's not what I was thinking of earlier. It'll come to me. It just came to me and it just went. I'll think of it. It's just another word for direction. I don't know why I'm not thinking of it. My phone is dying so fast. I need a new phone. But yeah. Assignment. Maybe that's what I was gonna say. Did I already say that? I don't know. I feel like a lot of you guys have already gotten your assignment from God. There's two very specific things that God told me. Mission, yes. Like, two things. I'm not gonna say what it is, and you don't need to share yours with anybody either. But if you've already gotten your hold on. Haha. You couldn't finish. He was gonna be racist. Thank you. I'm El Rico so much for your, I think it's a gem or a gift. Not trying to be racist, but anywho, yeah, like, hold on to that and make sure you write those things down. Like, write down whatever assignment God has been telling you. If you're having trouble connecting with God, you need to meditate. However you choose to meditate. I like to do guided meditations. Those are my favorite. Or what's it called? Like aligning your chakras. Whatever you do to ground yourself, make sure you're doing that, because when you do that, God can get through to you and speak to you. And God has been speaking to me very clearly, and I already know what I need to do. I already know what my assignment is, like two of them. I definitely feel there's going to be some plot twists, especially at the end of the year. Remember I said this? I feel like the end of the year, like December, is going to be a big plot twist that you're not expecting, but it's not going to affect the assignment necessarily. Like, this is going to happen, but you still need to move accordingly, if that makes sense. How do you connect with God? I pray all the time, but I don't feel like you're grounded. Like, if you feel like you have trouble, anytime I feel like I'm having trouble with clarity, it's because I'm not grounded. You need to ground yourself. And I would suggest meditation, to be honest. Yeah, they're coming in here being racist. You know what's crazy? Cause I be looking at some of y'all's Instagrams and your YouTube channels. It's a lot of racist people who follow me. And I'm like, why are you like they follow me and they leave positive comments, but they're racist. I don't get that. Like I'm so confused. Like when I say that I attract every single type of person you could possibly imagine to my channel, I really mean that. But it's racist people who follow me and are subscribed to me. And I'm just so confused by that. What gave anybody the idea that I was okay with a racist being on my channel? Like what in the world? There's race, like that's the racist and also like the guys who are like super into red pill content. It's very interesting that those two groups would follow me because I'm very opposite of that. I just learned through you to not have anyone on a pedestal or take advice from anyone because they have their own trauma issues just like ourselves. No one is more spiritual than anyone. My ear is ringing so loud. Everyone has experiences that they speak about. Hey, Jessica. The devil wears many faces and do. I wish I could drop my stickers in here so I can drop the sticker where I said you and Op. Oh, and somebody asked me earlier about being a member. A member means that you're special and you're better than everybody else who subscribes to me. That's what that means. Thanks, Bridget. My phone is dying, so I have to get off soon. So y'all probably got like 5 minutes maybe. My phone has been dying so fast. I love how you focus on self-care and self-love. Yes, I was just talking about that earlier. That's like a purpose. Self-care, self-love. Got to be, gotta be. If you want to become a member, then look at the description of this live. It should be there and it should have a link that says become a channel member. But if not, you would just have to go to the home page of my channel and you'll see, like, just scroll and it's there somewhere. I love your makeup. Thank you. I'm not wearing any makeup at the moment, but thank you. I love makeup. I think it's so fun. Thank you, happy ones. Hey, Kendricks. Hey, Dewan. All right, if y'all have any questions about anything before I get off, let me know. Any fall plans? Yeah, there's a couple things I want to do. I haven't done nothing yet. Only thing we did was we made some like Halloween cookies, but there's a lot of things on the to-do list actually. Not really starting until the last 2 weeks of October though. I love October. I love the holidays period. It's more fun because I have kids. But even if you don't have kids, try to romanticize and like come up with your own traditions for the holidays. Even if it's like your own thing. Like sometimes people make up their own holidays. Romanticize your life. I don't care if it's just you and your cat, you and your dogs, whatever you got. Even if it's just you, like make sure you romanticize this time of year, because this time of year is super spiritual and they're doing a lot of like spell work and sending out a lot of dark negative energy. You got to stay ahead of that. Excuse me. Is there a network of chosen ones? I don't know what you mean. Yes, I love the idea. Give it style. Yeah, like make it fun. Do I like Mariah the Scientist? Yeah, I do. I didn't actually used to like her music when I first heard it, but over time I really started to like it. I think the song that I liked, what was a song where I was like, okay. Beetlejuice. I like that song. That was a song where I was like, oh, I like this. I'm feeling her. What's the solution affirmation message for today on live specifically? I don't remember everything that I said, but I feel like the message right now is to just remember that we are on a floating rock and none of this matters. Nothing matters. That's the message. Do what you want and see what happens. I don't know. Pray for me. I'm always praying for y'all. I pray for y'all almost every night because sometimes I'll be forgetting because I'll be too tired and I'll be like, oh my God, God, just pray for everybody in the world, protect everybody in the world, and I'm asleep. But sometimes I'll be intentional, like I'll really pray for y'all. So don't worry about that. Y'all are always covered. Just know that. Blue Fever. I don't know that song. Nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. Cause I also been picking up on the energy of I think I said this, but somebody just kind of fighting with their other they're trying their hardest not to release this version of Burning Blue. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that song. But there's a person fighting with this of releasing the old version of them. They're fighting to hold on to the people they know they need to let go of and the version of them that they know they need to let go of. And if you keep fighting it and not allowing it to happen, I feel like God is going to snatch you. And when God snatches you, your edges are going your edges are going first. Just know that. Your edges will be there first. He gonna snatch them edges and you coming right behind your edges. So if you don't want your edges snatched, I highly suggest you just allow, especially Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Allow it to happen because it sucks when God does it. It really does. Just let it happen. If you know intuitively, especially for my masculines, because y'all are a lot more intuitive than you want to believe and a lot more spiritual than you want to believe. I feel like there's even like a masculine who's very spiritual, but it's you're not allowing yourself to be that because you have been so practical and so just what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, realistic for a long time, and they may have gotten you far with a certain area, but there's another area of your life that you're supposed to evolve into, and you can only tap into that through spirituality. The practicality is not going to get you there, but there's another step that you feel yourself wanting to go to. Just allow it. If you know you're supposed to cut somebody off, cut them off. If you know you're supposed to be letting something go, just let it go. Just release it. Like, I don't know who that's for, but stop fighting it. Did my connection mess up? I don't know. We are chosen. Some people have to connect to the divine, see energy through the sun and moon, and believe good things because bad things keeps you from the divine. Yeah. I also feel like bad things can make you go to the divine, though. Like how I kind of said in my video about Christians, and I was saying how I feel like sometimes the devil will cause you to run towards Christ, which is facts, because sometimes the devil will come at you so hard and he feel like, oh yeah, I got him right where I want him, or I'm finna do her in. And it's like, nope, you just scared me. I'm about to go run into God's arms. And that is not what the devil intended. But that is an example of the enemy working for you. So we love that. But I'm gonna go, y'all. My phone is on 4%. But I love y'all. I'm going to post a video. I have a ton of messages. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. If y'all start seeing me, and I know y'all don't care, only I care about this, but if y'all start seeing me post and I'm just like looking crazy, just go with it because I'm trying to be more obedient to God and post when God tells me to post, because God will send me a message and I'll jot it down, but I won't post it until later. And I need to stop doing that. I need to start posting when it's time to post, but I'm always super busy. I'm always like in mom mode. I'm a stay-at-home mom, y'all, so I'm always in mom mode. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to do this because I got them, they're playing in the background. I'm just like, we're doing something. So I'm going to try to post more content for you guys because I get messages like all day long. But I'll be like 3 weeks behind on a message. So if you see me post and I'm just like looking crazy, I'm probably in mom mode, and just ignore it, okay? Just ignore it. And I know y'all don't care about that. I know. You call yourself a spiritual baddie. I asked you to read my energy. I came for you for quick help and reassurance, but you showed me to trust the Lord only. I'm so happy I was able to do that for you, honey. But anyway, I love y'all. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you missed the live, rewind it, like all of that, okay? Bye.